Okay, traders, I realize I made a mistake on my first video. I think it was the first one I ever put up, but it combined several videos into one, and I just wanted a very concise video explaining how to set up a TradingView account. This is where you can learn your paper trading. You can get in and practice the market completely free. You don't have to have any capital outlay whatsoever. This is just absolutely free. You will have to put up with a few ads, but that's not a big deal. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is go to tradingview.com and you're going to click this Get Started button. Now, they're going to try to sell you stuff all the time. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Just click this button right here where it says Sign Up. Now, I already have an account, so it's giving me the option to sign in with my Google account, which I recommend you do. Unless you don't use Google, you can use one of these down here, but it'll just use that to save your information. So you can go through the sign up process. It's exactly the same as any other uh, social media or whatever. So it'll be easy. I'm not going to walk you through that because I'd have to delete my account. So I'm just going to get in there, choose my account, and then it takes you to this screen again. We don't want that. We want to click on these three lines right up here. Click on them, go to Products, and then go to Super Charts. That's going to bring up our charts. This is S&P 500 CFD. That's what we're going to be using to train on. The regular ES, it won't give you the data for it on a free account. With this one, you can actually execute trades and everything. It's just like trading the other one. It's the same exact product. It's just for people that don't live in the United States. If you live in the United States, you have to use this one. And TradingView does require that you have a data feed, which is $15 a month, and I don't want you to have to spend any money when you're just trying to learn. So the USA 50 will work great for our purposes. I did add a couple of others in here: silver, US oil, gold. You can put those in there if you want. Bitcoin, if that's the chart you want to look at, that's fine. But for my purposes and the training, we're going to be using the USA 50. You can search it up like this: SP 500 CFD. So whenever you want to add something to the watch list, you click Add, and you can put just exactly what that said: SP 500. Yeah, it's going to be one of these. That's the 400. Oh, I put in 400 instead of 500. That's why. 500. There we go. And there it is right there. Oh, that's that. No, that's not it. Let's put in the CFD. Now it is. USA 500 is the symbol you're looking for. So you could just type in USA 500 and it would have pulled it up. It's already on my watch list, so it only gives me the X. But if you were adding it, you would just hit that plus symbol. I'll just show you real quick. I just added whatever that was. It's down here. I don't want that on here, so I can take it off. Because when you open this up, there's going to be several products on here. I removed mine. I only have these. I really only need that one for training purposes. So I'll leave them up there for you to look at, but I don't really need them. Okay, so next thing we need to do is what we use. If you've ever looked at a chart, you may have seen something like this. Now, this is good for finding levels where price has been trading. It's good for that. I just recorded another video, so I'm going to delete these real quick. But it's good to find levels. But as far as price information, I prefer the candlesticks. So you're going to want to set up a candlestick chart. Just the very top one right there. Each of these candles represents something. We'll do this big one since it's easy to see. So this line up here is the open, and this line down here is the close. If the closing price was lower than the open price, then it's going to be a red candle. They call that a down close candle. If the opening price was higher than if the closing price was higher than the opening price rather, then it'd be an up close candle, green. And that's why they have the different colors. The little pieces sticking out, some people call them tails. I call them wicks. So it's a candle with a wick. This is price traded down in there during that time frame, but it didn't spend a lot of time there. So it will stop you out. It's important information to have, but the candle body is what tells the tail. The wicks are usually just stop hunters trying to take out your stops so they can move the market where they want to. Time frames. I usually like to monitor in a 5-minute. I get my levels by going to 30-minute. You can see, price kind of hung out here for a while. There's a dip here. It came down and retested that area. A lot of times it will. This particular day, we had that wick right there was a stop hunting wick. Anybody that was long and had their stop right there, they got stopped out right here only to see the price go in their favor. That's frustrating. It's happened to me many, many times, but you need to know you don't want to enter somewhere up here. You want to enter down here. So that's important. So for finding levels, 30-minute, 1 hour, and daily, real good for all of those. I find a lot of levels on here. Had a fair value gap marked out right from here to here on one of the charts and traded off of it for several days in a row. So that's important to have a daily on there. You can pick any time frame on here, but if you want to put it on there on your chart permanently for an easy click, you just click this little star right next to it and it'll save it on there for you. Once I've found a setup, then I go to the 1 minute just to fine tune it. I'll just they're just a whole bunch more candles. So if I'm looking for a fair value gap, or if I saw one on the 5-minute, I would go and just fine tune it with a smaller time frame. Huddleston even goes down to a 15-second, but we can't do that for free. So I think 1 minute is the lowest we're going to be able to go. All right. These are your drawing tools over here. You can make trend lines, which we don't. The only trend line we'll ever use is going to be the horizontal or vertical. And they're right in here. There's a horizontal. There's a vertical. You can just click on it. Say, price has been hitting that level quite a bit. You can look at it from there. It's better to be at a larger time frame. But you can see price went up to that level. Boom, boom, boom. And even over here. That would be a great place to go short because it gets there and pulls back, with the exception of right here. That was going into that fair value gap. I'm getting off task. Okay. Fibonacci. Don't need to worry about that right now. Maybe one of these days, but not right now. And drawing tools. For marking out your fair value gap, a lot of times you use a box is helpful. So that wick there to that wick there would be our fair value gap. It got tested but not taken out. So going along and at the top of this gap is a great idea. That's how you would draw in the things you need to draw in. Anything else you need to know about TradingView account setup? I would just say get in there, modify those things, get it set up to looking like my chart, and then you can look at other videos that talk about specific setups. You don't have to have a market replay or anything like that to look at the charts after the fact. You can go back several days. You can go back and look at any day you want to and say, okay, well, what was going on here between 9 and 10 in the morning? and you expand it out, it'll start giving you the times down here at the bottom. So you can just go back here and look and say, okay, was there a silver bullet set up between 9 and 10 in the morning? I see a fair value gap right there for sure. And another one right there. And it got tested and not taken out. So that might be one I would want to go short on if there's enough room to make my profit. And there was 15 points there. Going short on that one would have been ideal. Is it in our right time frame? No, it's not. So it wouldn't have been a good one. Well, let me see. It happened, the first one happened at 1 o'clock. So New York time would have been noon for us. So it would have been in our time frame. But you get the idea. You can go back through here, look at stuff, no money out of your pocket, learn the system, and then start printing money. That's what we're going to do. Hope you enjoyed the video. Call me if you have any questions.